Looking for something specific? Safe travels.
I'm back. I have my blackjack bubblegum, got some Coca-Cola. We're back in World of Warcraft. So, I did, if you guys were following the stupid drama, I'll just say a quick note on some guy accused me of bad behavior on my character Shady Vale, which was totally untrue. And finally, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they told the guy, and I guess the guy finally got a screenshot from his friend of the actual person who was behaving badly. It wasn't me. Some character named Shady Grady, I think. And I actually got a letter from this guy saying, "Hello, Shady Vale, I'm very sorry." So this is the guy that accused me of bad behavior. Just want to let you guys know that I certainly was not that person. When I was talking to Ken last night about something else, and I wasn't going to talk about it on the stream, but you guys know me. I'm as transparent as a piece of glass. I don't really hide much. I'm actually probably too open of a person. But yesterday in a dungeon with my priest, some mage was being a jackass. He just was like pulling mobs and just, he wasn't waiting for the tank. He was just being a jerk. And then like when we got into the Nomer, we got into the event where there's the two tunnels and the roof caves in, he told everybody, he's like, "Don't forget, there's a chest at the back of that cave. Make sure after we kill the mobs, you run into the back of the cave to get the chest." And of course the hunter, being not the most intelligent hunter, as a lot of hunters are, ran to the back of the cave, and of course the ceiling caved in and it landed on him and killed him. We couldn't res him because we couldn't see his corpse. And so and then he left. He rage quit, the hunter did. And so we're sitting there with a mage who's being a jerk and a hunter who had already died. It was the second time the hunter had died stupidly. And I just was like not feeling like playing with a jerk mage. And I just said, guys, I'm sorry. I'm leaving. I can't deal with this mage. He's being an idiot. So I leave the group, and then the mage messages me and says, "Oh, these guys were terrible players. I don't know what you're getting your panties in a bunch for. And, I know this game really well," and blah, 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 blah. And so I just responded back, and I said, "Look, I've played this game since beta." I said, "I know the game as good as anybody." And I go, "Yeah, these guys weren't the best players, but that doesn't mean you have to be an asshole." And I said, "Go on with your childish self." And that's what I said. I said, "Go on with your childish self." And I put them on ignore. Well, then I log out and I'm leveling my warrior, and I come back and I get some really bizarre letter to my priest. It was really lengthy. It was 2 letters. It was so lengthy and so wordy, and it was some player, of course I didn't know, saying, "Someone has reported you for bad behavior, and I am really good friends with the Grobulous PvP Council," or so. It was just this big BS letter. And he's like, "I have informed the whore that your Toon Faith Driven is to be killed on sight." So basically he was saying there's now a bounty on my head. I was just like, and I'm like, this is what World of Warcraft has devolved into, is childish kids being just completely stupid, But I thought it was really funny and just silly at the same time. All right, so enough of that. Let's level this warrior a little bit. I did buy a couple things for. I found this in the auction house for 50 silver. Someone had thrown this level 5 Dull Heater Shield with +7 stamina on it in the auction house for 50 silver. So I bought it. That's a lot of stamina for a level 6 character. And then I found these bracers. Same person did that, probably did these bracers. They threw these bracers in the auction house also for 50 silver with +7 strength on them. So I was like, that's a pretty good deal. So I bought those items. All right, so what do we got? What is this quest? Harlan needs a resupply. I don't seem to have a lot of quests. Anyway, it's just, this World of Warcraft game, it just isn't like it used to be, you know what I mean? People don't play the game the way they used to play it. People don't treat other players nicely, People aren't logical. They're not being reasonable. It's really shown how bad the gaming community in general is. The gaming community when I was a kid was way better. I mean, people played games to have fun. There was no crazy agenda. There was no streaming agenda. I don't stream to make money. I don't stream to be the cool kid. I stream because I actually like streaming. I stream because it's fun to have someone to talk to while I'm playing the game. That's the biggest reason probably why I stream is it's nice to have somebody to chat with, because I don't play a lot with guilds and stuff. I mean, I do. I'm in a guild, But I find myself always wanting to do my own thing, and it's hard for me to relinquish that need to want to do my own thing. I've always been very much a kind of a solo person in life as I am in video games. So, so it's fun to stream just so there's other people there, and it's also people give me advice and say, "Hey, idiot, do this, you're playing your character wrong." And I learned so much about these classes, but from people who are watching the streams, which is one of the biggest benefits. Anyways, I do not. I can't believe the only quest I have is the Jasper load mine. There's got to be more quests than this. Well, yeah, there's all of these that we can do. Oh, I forgot. Oh, well, one mob and we level. One mob and ding! That's funny. And, Hyper Gamey, that's kind of an interesting name. One thing I forgot before I logged on, I was actually going to set up my character with all my macros and stuff for my hardcore warrior, and just set up macros and keybinds and just set it all up and hit set up the UI and everything. But I forgot. What's up, Zed? Yeah, hey Zed. That's the way I do it. It's all about just having people to talk to while you play. I mean, other people do it without streaming by just going into Discord with their guild mates, and I go into Discord with people sometimes. But it's for me, it's just having people to chat with while I'm playing the game. Let's pick up any other quests we can. But yeah, I was going to completely set up my UI, and you know what? I'm going to take a few seconds to set it up. Let's see if we can get this set up. Because I actually like the hardcore setup better than what I used for my hardcore warrior. So let's go to, we're going to put on Beardleys, and we're going to turn off Z Pearl and Silver Dragon Stubby Threat Plates. Sexy map ring menu recount. We're going to need move anything, which we have. We're not going to use hardcore. Auctionator. We don't need Buffwatch Classic as a warrior. I could put the swing meter on. I don't remember. I don't think I even used the swing meter on. But on a Fury Warrior, you don't really need the swing timer. It's kind of pointless on a Fury Warrior. I think it is anyway. Let's reload this. All right. And we can see that this is not quite right. I think the scale is what's wrong. Let's check this out. Nah. I don't think that's right. I'm not sure if I used it, if I scaled it that. I probably didn't. Let's go back. 1. I'm worried that if I move my nameplate here, it's going to screw it up for other characters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my hunter, who I believe is still using this setup, and which is Shyborn. That's the one thing with, I wish the UIs could be all completely, yeah, you can see this one's here, and it is screwed up. So it is the right scale. I just screwed up the portrait. So let's turn this back on, and let's go to move. And we're going to maximize my OBS window here, and go to player, and I think that looks pretty good. Does that look right? That looks pretty good. Let's turn on the pet portrait just to check. Pet's portrait's in the right place. So that looks correct. And so log out. Back to my warrior. The peasant. The peasant girl who's trying to get off the streets of Stormwind. She doesn't have to beg for food anymore. All right, yeah. Now the character portrait's correct. Actually, everything else looks pretty good. The window here. Let's. Okay, so you can see that's a little too big. Let's drag it out a little bit. Yeah, cool. We can lock the window. Let's create a new window. I always create one called shh. This is my leave me alone window. And usually in this window, I just put like, in the chat, I have no yell. Well, we'll do yell. I do guild chat, whispers, party. We just don't want the global channels, so we're not going to have the global channels in here, which clears up a lot of the messages and stuff. So cool. All right, let's minimize my OBS window again. And that, yeah, I like that. And the only other thing that sometimes gets screwy is the debuffs over here, but we don't have any debuffs. When we get some, we'll see how that looks. But yeah, I like this layout for the. I got so used to playing this way with my warrior. With my hardcore warrior. So, and we are going to try to play this character without dying, but I'm sure at some point we might die. Oh, I was in Stormwind. I didn't get a profession, gathering profession or anything, and I probably should have. But I'm not going to worry about it too much at the moment. So we have further concerns. We're going to do all these stupid run-around quests, which are really boring. And what we're level 7. Okay, so level 8 we'll hit the trainer. Now I'm going to move. I'm not sure what window this is right here. I think it's my target window. So let's go to target. And we're just gonna hide it and hope that it stays hidden. And actually, one other thing we're going to do. Sorry, guys. I hate not having stuff configured properly. Oh, where's my... I want to look at the nameplates, too. Give me something targeted. Oh, Rabbit apparently doesn't have a nameplate. Okay. We're going to switch to... we're going to add a profile. Name is Shady Peasants. Add profile. Okay. There we go. Now we have the right nameplates. Under a new profile. Now you can see the target window is still showing up again, so that's always annoying. I don't know if that's going to fix it. And then we need to reload. Yeah, the Move Anything add-on is so finicky. Zagreem! What's up, Zagreem? Yeah, the add-on is so finicky. Like, sometimes it'll work, and then sometimes it stops working. It's really weird. Let's see if it continues to work after I kill this mob. Alright, so now one other thing I want to do real quick is I'm going to go into my other character, my hardcore warrior, and I just want to take a screenshot of her bindings and layout, and that way, I'll have that when I want to move stuff around and configure things. I don't think that I had Battle Shot over here. I probably put it on like a keybind like Shift A or something. So let's really quick get a screenshot of that setup. It may be on my other WoW account. I don't think so. I think it's on this one. So if we go to, it is on my other account. Oh, jeez. You're waiting for pizza? Nice, dude. I wish I had some pizza ordered. I didn't think I'd be playing World of Warcraft today. I thought me and my wife would be doing something today, but she ended up having to do stuff with her sister. So she kind of wanted me to go with her, and I was like, I don't know. I don't want to hang out with your sister, really, She gets mad at me because she's like, well, you shouldn't make me have to do it by myself. And I'm like, trust me, if I had to do something with my brother, I wouldn't make you come, and I wouldn't make you have to come. All right, so Wholesale Buccaneers. We're just going to get a screenshot layout of my warrior so we have it set up here correctly. So I know what it is. It's very helpful as I'm leveling up, and instead of trying to remember, so you can see here's my layout. Yeah, and so it's like for example, like I did, she battle shot is on Shift A. Oh God, look at all these quests. Look at all these quests. All right, we're gonna take a screenshot, and we'll just save. Open to copy to clipboard. And you're waiting for the PC you dreamt about? Hey man, any way you can get it, right? All right, and so that's really all we need is this. It's kind of like the other thing I would like to get would be, you know, you can see that I probably have a ton of macros, but what we can do with that is let's take a look. Programs. No. World of Warcraft Classic. Now this is my main account, so this will be WTF account. Bloodsail Buccaneers and cute hardcore macros. And see, now we've got all of her macros, which is all we need. Exit. Yeah, I really like to set this stuff up like initially, you know, so I have it, you know. Don't have to worry about it. The peasant girl. She's got to like get off the streets, man. It's rough being a peasant. All right. All right, what do we got? Charge. Yeah, we got a charge macro. How about, ooh. Oh, did that, hang on, cancel. Did that macro have my battle stance in it? It didn't. Hold on a second. This is even better. What this one does is it basically, if I'm mounted, it'll dismount me, but if I'm not in the correct stance, it'll actually switch stances. So if I'm actually not in battle stance for my charge, let's say I'm in defensive stance, I can still use this macro, and it'll switch stances for me, which is just awesome. Awesome. Rolled. Execute. A lot of these are just like, what do I call this one? Heroic Clear. Interesting name. These are just so that I can spam the keys without seeing the red text on the screen. I'm just clearing any UI, any kind of errors that might pop up. Get rid of that stuff. And where's my battle shout? Rage, recom, command, shout. And Sunder Armor. Actually, it's funny when I look at my macros for her, I actually don't have that many. I only got about 15 macros, which seems surprising to me, but hey, what do you know? Here's another good macro that's super useful. I call this the Over Revenge macro. And this macro, again, if I'm in stance 1, it's going to cast Overpower. If I'm in stance 2, it's going to cast Revenge. Stance 2 being defensive stance, and stance 1 being, I think, battle stance. So, and that should be like mouse wheel down. And again, we can look at my thing here. Okay. So Overpower is going to be here. Battle shout's fine. Charge really should be over here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to Fix a few key bindings. Make sure it's character specific so you're not overwriting all your other characters' keybinds. Actually, this one. Charge. Overpower. And a mouse click. Actually, this one's middle mouse click. So this one is Control C. Good, good, good. I think that's good for now. We can worry about some of these other ones later. Worry about some other stuff later. Alright, so let's do some of these boring quests. And they are boring. You know what? I want to go get some professions. I don't want to be running around the world and be skipping, like, you know, ore and herbs and stuff, because all that stuff's going to make me money in Burning Crusade. So let's go ahead and grab a... Let's grab probably herbalism and mining. Let's see if we can kill somebody. Oh, I got the dragon buff too. I didn't notice. We got the dragon buff. Let's kill some. Let's just kill some stuff. Some XP. I love killing. Killing's what I do. The peasant girl. She's. I'm unleashing my fury of being a broke ass girl on the street. Oh yeah. Oh, let's see what you guys got. Do I have any healing potions? No, I don't. We don't need no stinking healing potions. We're already overpowered. Yeah, nothing can stop me. Give me like green gloves or something. Wouldn't that be nice? Or maybe, I don't know. We'll take the earth root. Oh, the healing potion's not bad either. Don't have a low level one yet. Already walked past 2 herbs we could have got if I had herbalism. Actually, there is a trainer up here. What is the trainer up here, guys? I can't remember. Is it? Or it might be herbalism. Pretty sure there's a trainer right up here. Hey, big one. Yeah, me and Ken wanted to do a paladin, and all my characters, I had burned off my rest time on all my characters, and I'd been wanting to play a warrior again because I miss my warrior. It's an alchemist. Yeah, herbalism.
Hello.
Sweet.
Have a good
We still need a skinny. No, we don't. You don't need anything for herbalism, do you? You just need to know how to find herbs. So yeah, I've been wanting to play the warrior again because I really liked my warrior, my hardcore warrior. And so, yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and create this one. I'm basically, I'm really trying to level on rest time. So like, I'll play this character. She's not on rest time because she's a new character, but I'll play this character for a bit. Then all my other characters I'm leveling, which there's 3 of them, right? There's the druid, and there's the priest and the hunter. So they're gaining rest time. And then after I play this character today for, 3 or 4 hours, then, I can maybe jump on those characters and burn off some of that rest time. How many failed attempts am I going to have here? Yes, epic. Herbalism! Maybe I'll get, you know what, I'm going to get skinning. I'm not going to get mining, because I've already got so much ore. I think maybe I'll get skinning. Doesn't really matter. They're all going to be worth money when BC comes out, so. You're going down, cut purse. Ooh. Yeah, it's like a way to level up all my characters faster. Like yesterday I got on my hunter, or actually I think it was, it was the day before yesterday. Day before yesterday I got on my hunter, And she had a bunch of rest time. She was almost maxed on rest time. So I burned off like a bunch of rest time. I leveled her like an entire level just killing raptors, right? Then I got on my priest and I ran like 3 dungeons. And she had almost max rest time. I think she did have max rest time. So I ran like 3 dungeons. I burned off almost all her rest time. She still has like 3 or 4 bars rest time. Then I got on the druid and I played the druid a little bit and burned off her rest time, right? So at that point, I'd pretty much almost burned off all the rest time on all my characters. So, you know, I was talking to Ken, and Ken was talking about making a paladin. So I said, well, why don't you, you know, because he didn't have any raids coming up yesterday. So I was like, well, make your paladin, I'll make the warrior. I've been wanting to level the warrior, and you know, we'll level up. The only thing I'm a little worried, concerned with is I need one more character slot because I am going to make a shaman, a Draenei shaman. So I hope I have enough room for one more character. I may not. I may be full. If that's the case, one of my bank tunes will have to bite the dust. So I'm going to check right now. Looks... Nope. So we have enough room. So we're perfect. So one more character should fill it up. You're only allowed 10 right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So, but you can see these are my characters here, and this is banker, 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 banker. So I have 4 bankers, right? And I need them, because believe me, I mean, I'm hoarding stuff, materials for Burning Crusade. So I've spent most of my money on bags, to be honest. I've been buying bags left and right, but luckily the price of bags has gone down. Like the 14 slot bags I'm getting for like 3 gold a piece, which is, you know, not bad. And every time I get low on money, I just go on my paladin and just, you know, AoE a bunch of mobs and, you know, make a little bit of gold and sell all the greens that I get. Actually, leveling up these characters, these low-level characters, has gotten me most of the money because I'm selling, you know, all the greens and actually making a pretty decent amount of money off all these lower-level greens. Yes, this character needs a bag too. So I've got 14 gold that I sent over for my priest, so I'm going to buy one more bag for this character. And then we'll be good. And then let's just grab... I'm going to grab skinning. Ah, I screwed up. You always want to go all the way to here and then across, not around the corner. Oh, happy, happy Sunday.
Need help? See you around. Can I help you? Be careful. Hey there.
Oh, and I've got this...
Have a good one.
I enchanted this sword with Beast Slaying +6 just for fun, just so we'd have a nice red glow. Alright, so we've got skinning, we've got our skinning knife. Let's go ahead and just hearth back to Goldshire to save us time. Actually, I do need to buy one more bag, so let's do that first. I don't want to waste my dragon buff, though. I don't even know when I got that buff. I must have got it when I logged in. No idea. Maybe we'll buy a guild tabard just so we're not... I like having a tabard on a warrior. So let's... Hopefully the bags are still cheap. And they've gone up a little. I found some last night for 3 gold, so they've definitely gone up. So let's go container, bag, and let's search. Ah, if you can spell right, Julian. Yeah, look, they've gone up. 4 gold. That's it. So 4.8 gold. I think that's the cheapest. Oh, nope. 3.71. Yeah, that's the cheapest. Now I'm down to 10 gold. All right, that should be enough. Because I'm lazy, I'm going to go ahead and... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Let's not. We're going to need that hearth later. I don't know where Ken is. I was gonna level with Ken. Let me message Ken just in case he is around. See if he wants to level his character. Doesn't look like he's online. Alright. He's probably sleeping. Black Skull Shield's a nice shield. The reason I didn't port is I figured I could grab some herbs on the way to these quests that I'm going to head to. These down here. Might as well just grab some herbs on the way there. Whoa. I forgot my tabard. Damn it. I gotta get my tabard. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really fun to be back on a warrior. I never thought, because the warrior was never like one of my favorite classes. And they're a good class and all, but it was never one of my favorite classes. But after leveling the warrior hardcore style all the way to 60 without dying, I think I really got a better appreciation. I think what I like about the warriors, I like all the stance dancing. I honestly do. I love the stance dancing in vanilla on warriors. It's pretty fun. We're gonna try to find a guild, but we got to find a really good guild guild request message. Peasant girl from the streets of Stormwind seeking coven of people trying to find food and shelter. That'll work. there. Peasant girl from the streets of Stormwind seeks guild to hopefully provide food and shelter.
You need something? Light bless you.
I'm kind of grayed out, aren't I? I'm a washed out toon. Yeah, kind of a washed out looking shield, washed out tabard. My hair is all white. I'm very, my color palette's pretty bland right now. Should have called me the Bland Knight. Oh boy. Alright, so we are herbalism and skinning. I like skinning because we don't have to track. We don't have to track skins, we we know what we can skin just by looking at it.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Can you pick road apples? Not sure. Are you saying food? I'm not sure what you mean, Derp.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
No, peasants can't be choosers. Yeah. I know, I can't be choosers. I'm making my way, Yeah, there are games like that, though, where you can actually, I think Ion, you can do that, I think. Or no, what was that? I've played games where you could pick, apples off of trees for food. Like MMOs, which is cool. Actually, that's pretty cool, actually. Right now, I'm just running around killing stuff, taking advantage of the dragon buff. I'm not really too concerned with questing. I'm just exploring. I'm just enjoying the game. Imagine that. Wow, imagine that. I'm just enjoying the game. I don't have an agenda other than to have fun. That's my agenda right now. Oh, this could get ugly. It's gonna get dirty, guys.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think this is my first death. I'm dead. Oh! I really wanted to try to kill all of them. But I knew I probably couldn't. This was not a hardcore run, but if it was, it's over. I really wanted to see if I could take on 4 characters there. That was my litmus test, where you're just checking to see what you can actually handle. Oh, I lost my dragon buff too. The fun's over, derp. The fun's over. I lost the dragon buff. See, that's where you're not. That's where you're getting a little too casual. Because I shouldn't really want it to die there because you don't really want to lose your dragon buff. But it's okay. I'm not really too concerned about it. Not that big a deal. We will get revenge though. Revenge! But you can see the difference without the dragon buff. It's a little bit more difficult. Alright. Okay, there's still 2 in there. There is still 2 in there. We're definitely gonna need some bandages, guys. That's what I get for trying to have too much fun. I was just letting it ride. Let it ride. Oh crap. Damn it. It's a silver elite. This is like, this game is epically difficult. I'm like, run away! This peasant girl's struggling. Her life as a peasant has not been easy. The struggles of the peasant girl. Nobody wanted to invite me to their guild. They're like, we don't want no stinking peasants. I'm being procrastinated against, or you know, sorry. I'm being like, oh man. Bring it! There's that damn window again. Damn it. I don't know why that keeps coming back. Here. First, if I move it, it's going to screw it up for my other character. But I don't care at this point. I want to see it. Yeah, I was being discriminated against, what I was trying to say. Discrimination! We don't want no stinking peasants in our guild. Can't skin, can't herb, my skills are so low. Come on, girl, you can do it. You can get a weed out of the ground. I know it's difficult. There you go. Big props. Oh my god. Big damage. Big damage. Bring it, cut purse. And these guys don't like me. What is she doing? Are you gonna loot or are you just gonna... I don't know. Are you genuflecting? What the hell? This is where you want to level your skinning right here. I'm on skin, girl.
I supply only the finest goods.
There's some apples. Maybe that's what you were talking about originally. Some shiny red apples.
Have a good one.
Good day to you. Safe travels.
Maybe I need to come up with a moniker, like... But I don't. Ooh. That could be. Usually when it sticks like that, it's frickin' questy. When I get those little like frame sticks, it's questy, like loading, updating the database.
Hey there. Farewell. How are you?
Good day to you. See you around.
I could get a moniker like, it's your boy, Asmundouche. I mean, what? Asmund.
You need something? Go with honor, friend.
Only on the internet would people pay money to watch Asmongold take a shower. It's like, I'm just like, okay. I got better things to do. It was for charity, though, so you give him credit for that. See that stick? See how it's sticking there? That's freaking questy, man. Watch this. I'll disable questy. And we won't see that stick after the mob dies here. At least we better not. See? We don't see it. It's questy updating the database. I have that happen sometimes with questy, and it kind of sucks. She's got her macro. If you notice when she's drinking and she stands up to cast a spell, she's able to do it as she's standing up. That means she's got a macro that says /stand before she's casting. You can tell just by the way the character's moving. Four chunks of boar meat. I'm gonna max out my skinning already. Alright, we'll try turning Questy on again, but I hope it doesn't frickin' screw up again. Let's try it. See if it gives me that little stick after I kill this mob. Didn't. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't. Maybe unloading and reloading it fixes that issue, I don't know. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet today. Oh, almost maxed on skinning. 70, yeah, 74. Up to the trainer again. 75.
You need something? See you later.
So hard to pass up all the skins. Oops, don't loot. One of the dumbest things in World of Warcraft that they haven't fixed throughout the years is right-click to turn the screen. It's like, why did you don't need this? Get rid of it. There's got to be an easy way to implement mouse look, meaning that when I turn my mouse, when I slide my mouse left and right, the screen turns. Why waste an incredibly useful keybind in the right-click on your mouse to have to do this? It's just it just blows my mind. It boggles my mind. I don't understand why they haven't fixed it. Like it's. You know, I don't get it. It can't be that difficult to implement a fix for that. Maybe it is. Maybe it's super difficult, but it doesn't really make sense to me as to why it would be. Oops, wrong keybind. Oh, bring it on. He's elite, isn't he? Yeah. Shit. I don't want to mess with him just yet. tooth. Oh. I was just gonna take a drink, Mr. Goldtooth. He's on a fast respawn timer. Now can I take a drink, Mr. Goldtooth? Mm-hmm. You know what? I didn't put all my abilities on my bars here. Let's see. Just because I wanted to use that ability. There you go. Alright, let me take a look at my screenshots. Okay, so this should be right here. And it should be Control Shift mouse wheel down is what it should be. Bindings. Alright, so we've got S. Perfect. What else did I learn? I might have learned something else. Ren, Thunderclap, Charge, Battle Shot. I think that's it. Oh, you know what else I did is I set up my keybinds for, you know, the bar down here that has battle stance on it. I actually set up the keybinds, and for those I'll have to look later, see what those are. Wasting rage on abilities that I really don't need to use, but it's more fun to throw in some different abilities, even though they're really not what you should be doing in those rotations. So don't look at my rotations as this is the way you should play your warrior, because I'm just messing around right now. Again, I will state it once again, I'm just trying to have fun. Just trying to have fun.
Hey there. See you around.
Now, I guess we can Hearth to Goldshire. That's too short a run to Hearth. Alright, so go to Goldshire, turn this quest in, and then I guess we'll head over towards Eastvale, but we're still pretty low level to be doing Eastvale logging camp. So, I don't know. You have two options at this point. You can either do the dwarf starting area quests, or you can make the long walk all the way to the night elf area and do the Dolinar quests area, the quests around Dolinar. That's a long walk. I do like doing Dark Shore eventually, though, so it's... And since this isn't hardcore, we could probably try to hike it over there. And we don't care if we die, so we can actually run over the mountains and just, you know, die and res in Menethil. So we may do that. We may do the... there's also a lot of good herbing to be had in the Night Elf area, so it's not bad for that either. I bet Ken is still... I wish Ken was online because I could get him to quest with me, but he's... Bet you anything he's asleep. Oh wait, he's online. He just doesn't want to play. He's ignoring me. We did hit level 8 though, so we need our trainer. Let's take a look at our gear too, maybe. Yeah. We could probably still go upgrade our gear as well.
What can I do for you?
Okay, hamstring and heroic strike rank 2.
Safe travels.
That should update automatically. And once again, let's look at our screenshot. And I don't know if I have a macro for that. Let's go ahead and make one. There's got to be a macro for hamstring. We'll just make one. I guess I didn't macro it. That's kind of interesting. Oh.
Light be with you. Be careful. What can I do for you? See you later.
So, we need green gloves, green belts, green boots. I still haven't got my invite to World of Warcraft TBC Classic Beta because I'm not a high-profile streamer. I'm not Asmundouche or Metagoblin or Kargos. Hell, Kargos didn't get in right away, I don't think. Not like day one. Holy crap. Oh, she's alright. Yeah, it's funny. I was reading on the forums where there's a lot of people are like, you know, they get pissed off when they come out with these betas because it's like you'll have a player who's played the game since it came out in 2004 They're like, man, I've been giving WoW, money ever since 2004. Every month, I'm paying my $15 a month, and yet when they come out with a beta, I don't get invited. It's like they don't care about me, the person who's been a faithful, subscriber for 17 years. And they come out with a beta, and I don't get an invite. They don't care about my opinion. All they care about is the stupid streamers. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's, And well, it's because the streamers generate the hype train. So I mean, I understand why they do it, but I think it's kind of silly. I don't understand why you wouldn't invite these people. It's not like having more people in the beta is going to really hurt anything. I mean, I'm sure that they could roll out enough servers, but maybe not. Who knows? Maybe not. But yeah, I mean, I have. If I'd known they were going to give away those free statues, remember when they gave away those free statues to people who had been subscribed ever since day one? If I'd known they were going to do that, I would have kept my subscription up. Because I had an active subscription from day one all the way through all the way into Cataclysm before I had my first interruption of my WoW subscription. I think I took a break or, I let it lapse because I just wasn't having that fun in Cataclysm. But I'd say about 90%, well, not 90, let's say about 85% of the time that WoW's been around, I've probably had a subscription. Just the last few expansions, last 3 expansions, I haven't really, I have a subscription now, of course, because of Classic. I don't want to get too many mobs here. I'm still a little bit low on health.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Three of them. Wasting rage on Thunderclap is stupid. Yeah, I think that Blizzard should have done more for players. I mean, honestly, the amount of money people have given them. You pay $15 a month every month, right? People have been there for 10 years, right? What's $15 a month? That's 150 plus 30, so you're $180 a year. 10 years, that's $1,800 that you've given Blizzard. And that doesn't include, of course, any character transfers, any name changes, any faction changes, which inevitably some people have done some of those things. I know I've done a lot of character server transfers, which cost me quite a lot of money. So I bet throughout the years playing World of Warcraft, I've easily spent about anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 on just monthly fees. And so you think that Blizzard could give back to the community a little bit more. I think than they have. They haven't really given people free stuff. They haven't really, you know. I mean, even just send a
How are you?
can send people a T-shirt or something. You know, I mean, if you've got 10, and I don't mean 10 consecutive years of game time, but if you've had enough subscriptions per month that add up to like 10 years, I think they should send out a T-shirt to those people. This says World of Warcraft like veteran or World of Warcraft like supporter. You know, we appreciate your support. It's something. I mean, how nice would that be? If I owned Blizzard as a company, if I owned them and had all their money, I would do something like that. You know, it may cost them a lot of money, but who cares, man? It's good PR. I mean, the stupid freaking CEOs getting hundreds of millions of dollars, which is just ludicrous to me. Nobody needs to make $200 million in a year. That, you know, I understand you've worked your ass off to move up to the ladder to be a CEO. I mean, it does take time. I've got friends that are CEOs of companies, so I know what it takes to get there. You know, it's a lot of dedication, a lot of time. But $200 million is ridiculous. And, you know, it's just, you know, spread some of that wealth down to your employees, man. The ones who are working their ass off to make the game that aren't making, you know, they're not making anything. They're Lyft drivers, they're Uber drivers, trying to get enough money on the side when they're not writing code for the game just so they can afford. Because the rent in California is freaking expensive, right? Just blows my mind, man. I wonder if this is just... I mean, they're obviously just here leveling. They're leveling by killing these mobs. What level is it? This character's level 9. I don't know why else they would be doing this, unless she is... I can't imagine another reason for her to constantly sit here past level 9. It is pretty quick as a mage to level here. I don't know. That person has some kind of an agenda. Stack of light leather, I think, still goes for about a gold a stack. So, like, you know, I've gotten a couple stacks of light leather here. That's like a couple gold. I might even go for more than that.
You need something? Safe travels.
How are you? See you later.
Oh, getting close to level 9. Level 9! I mean, so like, if I add up all the money I've made throughout my entire life, I'm 51 years old. If I add up all the money I've made in my entire life, it's probably... I've probably made like $1 million, right? I've probably made about $1 million in my life, like through my entire life, you know, 50 years of working. So, you know, and so if this guy gets paid like 200 or 300 million in 1 year, that's 300 of my lifetimes almost. You know what I mean? Crazy. When you think of it that way, it's just kind of crazy. I'm doing something wrong. Maybe that's what it is. So it makes you think, man, what am I doing wrong? But if I could start my life over, I would have been a video game designer. I mean, I always wanted to make video games. Even when I always knew I wanted to do art. I always knew I wanted to do something that was creative or art related. Growing up, my family's all artists. I mean, my sister's an artist. My brother was a photographer. My older brother was an artist. My mother is an artist. My grandmother's an artist. My grandmother's mother is an artist. So it's like my family is pretty much just a bunch of artists. And I play guitar, I draw, you know, I love art, but I also love writing code. I'm a programmer, that's what I do. And but I always wanted to make video games, even when I was a little kid. You know, when I was like probably I started writing my first games when I started buying Byte magazines, and they'd put at the back of the Byte magazine, they'd put the code for like a word game, like one of those old games like Zork or something, but it'd be a much smaller version. And you could type the code into your computer. It was just like basic code. If you had like a Trash 80, a TRS 80, or if you had a Commodore 64, which I had, you could type that code in and run it, right? And so I started taking that code and typing it into my Commodore 64. This would have been around circa like 1984, right? Somewhere around there, 80, 45. And I'm taking this code and putting it into the Commodore 64, and I'm manipulating it and changing it and learning how to write code. And I knew back then I wanted to make video games. That's what I wanted to do. So if I could start life all over again, that's what I'd do. I mean, I would probably want to do... I'd like to learn it all. I'd like to do the music. I'd like to do the concept art. And I'd like to write some of the code, not all the code. Because the code's my least favorite part, which is funny because that's what I do for a living. It's probably why it's my least favorite part, because I've been writing code for 20 plus years. So you get bored of it. You do anything for 10 years, you get bored of it. I don't care what it is, unless you really, really have a passion for something. But if you love tennis, you play tennis for 10 years, you'll start to get a little bored. And I love tennis. If you love drawing and you draw for 10 years, not that you'll get bored of drawing, but you'll want something different. A different type of drawing or a different type of tools. Maybe you drew with charcoal for 10 years. Like, okay, now I want to use colored pencils. You have to change it up. Anyways, yeah, if I could start over, I would definitely would want to make, a game. And I also would want to write my own fantasy, story. I would write all the lore and everything. So I'd want to do everything. Do the lore, do the art, the concept art, do the music, and basically do the character models. Just to learn how to do all the pieces, but long term, I wouldn't want to do all of it all the time. I would just want to learn how to do it, so then I could hire somebody else to do it. But I know what they're doing. Like, make sure they're doing a good job. My part that I would want to do would be probably the lore and the world creation. The layout of the world, the map. Where the mountains are, where the cities are, the names of the cities, names of the races, all that stuff. So basically, the world creation would probably be my favorite part of creating an MMO. Would that we could all get a second chance at life. Wouldn't that be nice? I've always said that the way we live our lives is totally, backwards. I mean, we should basically be given you should get one do-over. You know what I mean? Like, the first pass through life should be like your it's like playing a game, a video game. You run through the game to learn everything, and then the next time you really run through the game again to play it the way you want to play it. Now that you've learned everything, I wish life was the same way. Let's just go through and live our lives and figure everything out, and then we can do it again after we've learned everything that we've learned and do what we really want to do. I mean, how cool would that be?
Be careful.
All right, so I need to figure out, what am I doing? Where am I going? Am I going to go to the Night Elf area? I think so. So that's going to be... Let's go to the bank. That's going to be interesting. We're going to send all the leather to my leather worker, which is my hunter, right? Shyborn. And, of course, all the ore, which I don't know why I have so much ore, goes to Faith. And all of the herbs go to Shady Vale. Ooh. Don't even need that. Get that out. Cool. All right, but I think I'm going to stop the stream now because I got to get something to eat. It's 12 o'clock. I haven't eaten a single thing all day. I'm going to stop the stream, and I may try to tweak my character out some more. Get some more greens. Maybe enchant them up.